I think I've always had a heart that loves the idea of newness and unfamiliarity. So ever since I really had a relationship with Jesus, I saw that there was a possibility that I might be sent elsewhere, because that was just something that I desired and something that I thought that maybe the Lord would call me to. My name is Claire. I'm 23 years old, and I grew up in Oakville, Ontario. And I went to McMaster for university, and I studied human geography. The most important part of me going to Mac was finding Lift and finding a community of believers. Heading into second year, I started to experience a lot of anxiety. It kind of took a hold of me and pulled me down. So I isolated myself from community for a good few months. But what really helped me was when I finally decided to go back to Simple Church and realized that I had a community of believers who loved me and who were there to support me and who were not mad at me for the way that I isolated myself for a few months. And realizing that made me understand the importance of being part of a church family and walking out my faith genuinely and boldly, and without the fear that was around me. I have one older brother. He's 3 years older than me. We were very different. I was a very shy kid. I didn't have a ton of friends, but I really have always loved animals. So most of my time I spent fostering kittens and hanging out with dogs and horses. My desire for Western, I think, really began when, maybe in third year, just as COVID was happening or just in the middle of it. Because I was able to spend a little bit more time thinking about what it really meant to live my life out for Jesus and to follow his call. And slowly through that time, he really opened my heart up to the Western campus. I also grew up, as I said, with a brother, and he's a few years older than me, so he went to Western for school. And when he was there, he didn't really experience many Christian communities. He said they were very small and underdeveloped, so he was kind of stuck with the partying crowd, and I think that it really affected his faith and affected how he chose to live his life. When I was there a few months ago in June, I spent some time just in prayer and just listening to the Lord, and he revealed an image to me where Western was this school that was trying to look very prestigious and trying to appear very beautiful, and a place that you would want to send your kids to, and a place that was full of life and full of goodness. But the Lord showed me that that's not actually the truth, and that there's a lot of darkness at Western that's covering the beauty and covering the good. But he also revealed to me that that darkness needs to be removed. And so I feel that he wants to turn that darkness into light, and to see people come to know him, and to see souls be raised to life. I think that every single campus and every single university needs Jesus desperately. And there is so many lost souls on every campus. I keep thinking about the word perseverance since I kind of made the decision alongside my community that it would be right for us to go to Western. I think that there's going to be a lot of hard times and hardships when we go there. Maybe a lot of failed opportunities, or ways that we just could have done something a little bit better, and maybe quite a few setbacks as well. But the Lord is reminding us that we need to persevere, keep our focus on the future and the plans that he has prepared for us, because all of these little setbacks and failures aren't going to get in the way of what the Lord has planned, because the Lord can work through any situation and he can work through any group of people. And so I'm just ready to take the long road and go step by step and just be prepared for what the Lord has for us, no matter what the steps kind of look like. We are going to Western January 2024.